Hello, my name is Albana Mercedes. My colleagues and mine will talk a bit about stock and share. Stock and share are basic things that investors must understand before start their stock market journey. However, the terms are often used interchangeably, and many people don't know that there is a set of difference between stock and share. Stocks are financial securities that represent part ownership in one or more company. A share is the smallest denomination of company stock. So each unit of stock is a share, and each share of stock is equal to a piece of the company ownership. The difference between stock and share is that stock represents that holders part ownership in one or several company. Meanwhile, share refer to a single unit of ownership in a company.
Well, I'm going to talk about analysis about stock and shares. Stock and shares are important components of the financial market, and understand their characteristics, trends, and risks is crucial for successful investing. Here are some key elements to consider when analyzing stock and shares. Number one, company performance. Analyze the financial performance of the company, including its revenue, profits, earning per share, and growth potential. Look for stability and consistency in a financial performance, as well as any major fluctuations or red flags. Industry trends in number two. Look at the overall trends in the industry the company operates, including any change in demand, competition, or regulation that could be affect the company performance. Number three, management and leadership assess the company management team, including their experience and track record. A strong experience in management team can be a key factor in the success of a company. Risk factor. Consider the potential risk associated with the investing in the company, such as political or economic instability, competition, and change in the technology. Valuation in number five. Evaluate the current market value of the stock compared to its earnings, asset, and growth potential. Yes, and growth potential. Number six. News and stay updated on the latest news and event related of the company, such as earning releases, analysis recommendations, and major development in the industry.
Hi, my name is Elisa. I will going to speaking about the case of a study of stock shares. In 2008 is the start of the global financial crisis that happened in United States banks continue in all of the world. One example of this is in Spain, all of the people lost her jobs, and the people keep his jobs. The the pay has been low. This problem in the 2023 also couldn't begin pay.
Well, I will continue talking about the case of Turing. This crisis not only did it affect home valuations, it also impacted United States mortgage market, real estate, hedge funds, home builders, and foreign banks. What we have now? Well, it's easy to see that a grievous disrespect for financial responsibility was made at every step in the chaotic process that brought us in that year. From providing loans to people who were ostensibly unable to pay them back, to using clear finance engineering to create high-risk security from these loans, to issue exceptional credits right into these devout securities. Every entity involved in the process is at fault for the crisis that transpired in that year. The hedge funds and investment banks that were involved in this process are responsible for the crisis, as well as the United States government for failing to enforce sufficient regulations to prevent this shady dealing. The American public is still paying for this transgression today and will continue to pay for them for many years to come.
Hello, I'm Laisha Abreu, and we are part of the team number 3 that we talk about derivatives. So, to introduce you at the topic, I will explain what is that. And what is derivatives, financial derivatives? Well, financial derivatives are securities whose value is derived from the value of primary securities such as stock, currency, government bonds, or commodity. Primary securities are also called underlying assets. And then a derivative contract on underlying asset is a promise to pay a certain amount by one party of the contract to another in a predetermined future date. The amount to be paid depends on the value of the underlying at the termination date of the derivative contract, so which is also known as the derivatives maturity. Other important thing about derivatives is that the most common types of them are forwards of futures contracts, options, and swaps. So now my colleague Anthony, let's explain what is the study case about this topic.
Good evening, my name is Anthony Franco. I am going to talk about our case study of the topic derivatives. Our case study is what I recommend to use financial derivatives to mitigate risk in Dominican Republic. Derivatives instrument whose sole mission is to hedge financial risk has a positive impact on the economy because they guarantee the stability of the economic agents who use the resource as a mechanism to prevent future events that could affect their assets or their business. Economies such as Chile and Mexico have known how to take advantage of the benefits of reducing possible risk through financial derivatives. So the Dominican Republic could take this experience as a reference to introduce this culture in the country. Financial derivatives are of great importance to cover interest rates, exchange rates, and price risk. And in cases where the cash flow may be affected, the opportunity that this instrument represents for the financial system because they help clients to protect and strengthen their assets, which have a positive impact on the development of the sectoral model.
Hi, I'm Orlando Silvestres Alcantara, and I will continue to the explanation about derivative. Derivative instruments are traded in organized markets, in over-the-counter market, and also called over-the-counter OTC. In organized market, contracts are traded through a system implemented by a specific stock exchange, and whole standardization contributes to concentrating trading on specific established. In addition, they have a clearing house that stands between both parties and that assumes all the risks of non-compliance. In over-the-counter or OTC market, contracts are tailor-made according to the needs of the client, and the safeguards that ensure the compliance depend on the relationship between the parties. Contrary parties, the use of derivative instrument is mainly by the actors who are exposed to risk and want to protect themselves, who are exposed to who is willing to accept it. The objective of the main instrument is to ensure that a company or investor doesn't suffer economic losses. Point out that main advantage of derivatives is to allow economy agents to manage risk, the risk they wish to take the very little money, since it is not necessary to buy, sell, or exchange the assets on which this transaction occurs, indicating that derivative market can have at least three advantages over the corresponding cash markets for the same financial assets. There are three: transaction costs are lower, greater speed at which transactions can be completed, and the derivatives market can be more liquid than the cash market. The central weakness of the use of derivative instruments is that the transactions carried out with them are subject to margin calls, that is, to contribute daily cash provision. Has additional collateral to cover possibility losses in the market, where the banks are provided to fund those seek to protect themselves against the risks of non-payments. Derivative financial instrument can be future, forward, option, swap, and exchange. And that is all. Thank you very much for the attention.